Hi friends, weak people revenge, strong people forgive, but intelligent people ignore. Yes, no doubt, these are the words of Albert Einstein. Because we are studying about Albert Einstein. Yes, welcome to another episode of Albert Einstein at School. So last class, we introduced another character, Yuri, the close friend of Einstein, and the interaction between Yuri and Einstein. We know Einstein was sick of his school and its surroundings, and at any cost he wants to get away from that school. And one more thing, the place where he lives, that place was also a sort of noisy and full of conflicts and then duel, etc. And that's why he was actually really hated that place, and he decides to find a solution to escape from this circumstance. So now I must get away from here, he told Yuri. After 6 months alone in Munich, it's absurd that I should go on like this. In the end, it will turn out I have been wasting my father's money and everyone's time. It will be better for all if I stop now. So, Einstein continued. He said to Yuri, I must get away from here, he told Yuri. After 6 months alone in Munich, so I must get away from here. I have spent almost 6 months here, and it's absurd. Absurd means foolish. That I should go on like this. It's absurd if I should go on like this, because in the end it will turn out I have been wasting my father's money and everyone's time, because I am not sincere. Because I don't like this institution and its surroundings, nothing. So I am not sincere to my duty to study, to grab a diploma. So if I continued here, it will be really, actually Einstein was doing injustice to his father, because he is spending his father's money. That's why he said in the end it will turn out I have been wasting my father's money. Yes, it's like Einstein wasting his father's money and everyone's time. It will be better for all if I stop now. So Einstein said, I decided to stop now. Then it will help others to save their time and also save my father's money. Then suddenly Yuri asked, then what will you do? Then Einstein, what's your next plan? So you decided to draw. And then after that, what will you do? I don't know. If I go to Milan, I'm afraid my father will send me back unless... His eyes gleamed with a sudden idea. Yuri, do you know any friendly doctors? So Yuri asked, then what will you do? Einstein said, I don't know. If I go to Milan, place in Italy, I'm afraid my father will send me back. Suppose if I stopped my studies and I go to Milan, sure, no doubt my father will send me back. And then his eyes gleamed with a sudden idea, and he stopped unless otherwise. So an idea struck in his mind, and he suddenly asked, Yuri, do you know any friendly doctors? Yuri, do you have acquaintance with any doctor, young doctors? You have any friendly doctors? I know a lot of medical students and some of them are friendly, said Yuri. Doctor, no. I have never had enough money to go to one. Why? So Yuri replied, I know a lot of medical students. Yes, I have acquaintance with a lot of medical students, and some of them are my close friends. But doctor, no. I have never had enough money to go to one. I have never had enough money to go to see one doctor. Why are you asking that question? What do you want? Suppose, said Albert, that I had a nervous breakdown. Suppose a doctor would say it's bad for me to go to school and I need to get right away from it. So that's Einstein's idea. Einstein asked Yuri, suppose that I had a nervous breakdown, a type of mental trauma, nervous breakdown, a type of psychological issue. If I have such a nervous breakdown, then the doctor would say it's bad for me to go to school and I need to get right away from it. Sometimes when some person contracted with such psychological problems or this type of nervous breakdown, then the doctor advised them to avoid such situations, because such situations or such surroundings will trigger that disease again, or it will intensify. That's why the doctor asked them to advised them to avoid such situation or such surroundings. Similarly, if that doctor advised or suggested me it's bad for me to go to school and I need to get right away from it. So that's Einstein's idea. If that doctor advised or certified it's bad for Einstein to go to that school because that will intensify his nervous breakdown, then no need to worry, no one will question Einstein, he can easily expelled from that school. So that's Einstein's idea. I can't imagine a doctor saying that, said Yuri. So Yuri suddenly said, I can't imagine a doctor saying that because it is against their ethics. I must try, said Albert, to find a doctor who specializes in neuro. Let's make an attempt, make a try. Let's try. First, you have to find out a doctor who specializes in nerves. There are plenty of them, Yuri told him. He hesitated for a moment and then added, rather reluctantly, I will ask some of the students if they know one, if you like. So, Yuri said, there are plenty of them, neuro. There are plenty of them. Plenty of doctors are there. He hesitated for a moment. He stopped for a moment, hesitated for a moment, and then added, rather reluctantly. Reluctantly means half consent. Ardha manasoda, pagadi manasoda, reluctantly. Allegil manasilla manasoda ennu parayum. I will ask some of the students if I know one, if you like. Because Yuri said he had an acquaintance with many medical students, and Yuri said, I'll ask one of my medical friends, those who are studying medicine, if there are any doctor who specialized in neuro or nerves and who can certify like this. Will you? Oh, thank you, Yuri. Albert's eyes were shining. Suddenly, Albert said, oh, will you? If you can, Yuri, thank you. Thank you very much. His eyes were shiny. Wait a moment. I haven't founded one yet. Hey, please don't thank me now because I haven't founded one yet. Oh, but you will, I'm sure. I know you will find out one. And if I do, I don't know if he will be willing to help you. Suppose if I find out a doctor but I am not sure he will be willing to help you, that he will be willing to give you a certificate like that. He will, declared Albert. I am going to have a real nervous breakdown to make it easier for him. He laughed merrily. So Albert declared, he will definitely, because in this way in progress, or if I live like this, or if I go that school daily, then no doubt I will surely get a nervous breakdown, or definitely I will be insane, or I'll be mad. So then it is easy for the doctor to certify. Albert laughed. I have never seen you looking less nervous, remarked Yuri. Yuri said, I have never seen you, Albert, looking less nervous. A day or two at school will soon put that right, Albert assured him. You don't need to worry. If I spend a day or two in that school, surely I will be in that condition. Then you can see. Certainly, he had lost his high spirits when Yuri saw him next. Yes. When the next time Yuri meet Einstein, what Einstein said last time, that became true, because this time when Yuri met Einstein, he was less energetical or less enthusiastic. I can't stand it any longer, he said. I really shall have a nervous breakdown that will satisfy any doctor. Einstein said, No, I can't put up with that school. I can't tolerate. I can never stand. Because if I move like this, surely I will get a nervous breakdown, and that will satisfy any doctor. Keep it up then, said Yuri. I have found a doctor for you. Then Yuri unveiled that happy news. Okay, then keep it down, that nervous breakdown, because I have found out one doctor for you. You have? Albert's face lit up. So his face was gloomy. Suddenly that face lit up. Albert said, You have? Oh, Yuri. Oh God. When can I see him? Tell me, when can I see that doctor? I'm eager to meet that doctor. I have an appointment for you for tomorrow evening, Yuri said. Here is the address. So I have an appointment. I have taken an appointment to meet that doctor. So tomorrow evening you can go and meet that doctor. Here is the address. He handed Albert a piece of paper. Dr. Ernest Weil. So don't forget the name of the doctor. His name is Dr. Ernest Weil. Is he specialized in nervous troubles? Asked Albert. Albert asked Yuri. Yuri, is he specialized in nervous troubles? Not exactly, Yuri admitted. As a matter of fact, he only qualified as a doctor last week. You may even be his first patient. Interesting. Yuri said, not exactly. He was not specialized in nervous troubles. And one more thing, he only qualified as a doctor last week. He qualified as a doctor last week. Maybe you are his first patient. So you are going to be a specimen just like that. Perhaps you are, or you may be his first patient. You knew him as a student then? I hope you knew that doctor as a student then. I have known Ernest for years. Yuri hesitated for a few moments. He is not a fool, he warned Albert. Yes, Albert, I have known him for many years, since as a student, medical student. But like a warning, he said to Albert, Albert, remember, he is not a fool. Don't try to fool Ernest Weil. What do you mean? Don't try to pull the wool over his eyes. It's a saying, pull the wool over his eyes. Wool over means to cheat or deceive. ആരെങ്കിലും നമ്മൾ പറ്റിക്കുക വഞ്ചിക്കുക എന്നുള്ള അർത്ഥത്തിൽ പറയുന്നതാണ് pull the wool over his eyes. Don't try to fool him, don't try to cheat him. That's all. Be frank with him, but don't pretend you have got what you haven't. Not that you would deceive anyone. Yuri added, you are the world's first liar. And Yuri said, don't pretend. Pretend means to act. Nadikya. Don't pretend you have got what you haven't. നിനക്കില്ലാത്തതുണ്ടെന്ന് നടിക്കരുത്. And not that you would deceive anyone. Remember, you can't deceive, you can't cheat anyone because you are the world's worst liar. You are the world's worst liar. That's why you can't cheat anyone. ലോകത്തിലെ ഏറ്റവും മോശം നുണയനാണ്. നീ കള്ളം പറഞ്ഞാൽ പെട്ടെന്ന് അറിയാൻ പറ്റും. So you are the worst liar, so you can't cheat anyone, so don't pretend anyone. Don't pretend you have got what you haven't. Albert spent the next day wondering what to tell the doctor. So the next day, it's time to go and meet the doctor, Ernest Weil. Albert is now in a state of confusion because he doesn't know what to tell the doctor. When the time arrived for his appointment, he had worried over it so much that he really was quite nervous. At the time of his appointment, he was really worried, he was really nervous to meet Dr. Ernest Weil. So Albert is going to meet Dr. Ernest Weil. For what? Yes, to get a certificate, or Ernest Weil has to certify Albert is in a state of nervous breakdown, and only thing to save him to expel from that school. That's what Albert needed. The question is how he faced Ernest Weil. How Ernest Weil reacted to Albert's request, or is he willing to accept Albert as a patient of nervous breakdown, or is he not? These are the questions. These are the questions in front of us. More to come in our next class. So, I hope you have understood today's class. Before winding up today's class, I want to ask a question. You know, Albert Einstein is considered as one of the most intelligent persons in the world. Can you please tell me what is the IQ level of Albert Einstein? The number? Find out and send me. Thank you and have a nice day.